And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Defense not showing press coverage. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Off play action. A strike downfield. Pushed through behind his pad. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what of our plan of action is now moving forward, Connor. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Fights off a defender. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Seminoles want to move quickly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback extends the play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown that now to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Second down. They'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Black. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's moving out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Can hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on second and 15. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot,
Tons of room in the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
and that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten past to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fine play action. Unloads it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with a victory.
Calls his own number. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. He wants to change this route. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll give it to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
I tell the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got productive play on first down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to... The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the shotgun, and he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Kentucky going quickly. Back to pass, it's Simpson. The sweet feet buy a little time, and he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. On the move, it's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Breaks the tackle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kentucky, 0.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Kentucky right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call.
He's going for it all. Got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Making side adjustments here. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Man, it's easy to...
Convert through the air. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, and go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Kentucky going quickly. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Hard running there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and put it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner goes down.
And the Florida State offense will take first and 10.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still working. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts spinning left. I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Direct snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Moore. Caught near the sticks. It's Manning. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Manning. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown. No! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half.
Here at halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Back to pass, it's Manning. He'll take another shot here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Lacey. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field, we've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Bringing it back. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap. It's Lacey. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Manning. Fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Makes a catch at the 20. And he ran away. Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lucas. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap, it's Lucas. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the direct snap, it's Castellanos. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks, it's Robinson. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Castellanos. Using his legs to buy some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And they'll take over.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hogs on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Yeah. Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. The give on the option. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
This one's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know, everyone's yelling like, we didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when I think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
The Gamecocks need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short. But when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down. And now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Castellanos. Touchdown Seminoles! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run, quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running behind that left side. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Finding open areas. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got it set up on the outside. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
inside handoff. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Look out, he's got room. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. DBs will try to keep everything in front. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Oh, it's a reverse. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Grab near the marker is Castellanos. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first fake on first down. Quarterback moving. On the move, he fires. Got his man. Got room to work. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's caught. It's Brown. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. See what type of adjustments they made at halftime. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Awesome awareness by the D lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. Got the first down himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
He makes a catch. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38. These guys are on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, and the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lucas. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He might want another play. To the air, it's Castellanos. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. Steps away to find some room. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. And then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. You got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
It's a reverse. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. To throw, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunt. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Try to get it to the edge. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play